Hey y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge, and we're going on a pretty simple project today. It's got some fabrication and some forging, and it's just a simple boot scraper. You take this, you drive it in the ground, and then when you've got something on your boot that you don't want on your boot, you scrape your boot across this and get it off. Now, I've already made it, but yeah, as I was making it, I left a step out and had to go back in the middle of the process and correct that. So it's a mess, but anyway, check it out. Here's our stock for the project. It is 1/4 by 1 inch flat stock. I've got 2 pieces at 15 3/4 inches and 2 pieces at 6 3/4 inches. For those of you who use the metric system, that is 2 pieces at about 40 centimeters and 2 pieces at about 17.14 centimeters. And the stock is 2.54 centimeters by 0.635 centimeters. I don't know how y'all use that stuff. This is just decorative. It doesn't matter what you do to the tops. I'm just going to draw these out a little bit. Just doing something simple here. Doesn't have to be too fancy, so I'm just gonna do that. Color quits. While those pieces are cooling off, I'm going to throw a bevel on the short pieces. Our pieces have cooled off. I took a flat disc and cleaned the scale off and marked the same spot on each of these. Tack this guy up. Once again, I'm doing my special technique known as eyeballing. something thinner. Not bad. Go ahead and weld it. Oh man. Okay, so I'm whizzing through this project and I'm not paying attention, and it's really obvious I'm not paying attention because the plan is to drive this in the ground and then you put your boot up here and scrape it. Well, if you put pressure against this like this, it's just going to dig in the ground. I meant to put a 90-degree twist on these legs and I didn't. So now I've got to do that at this point. So we're gonna do that. We don't have to be super precise, just close enough for union work. Now once again, the reason why I'm marking this with a chisel is so the mark will show up when it's in the forge. Let me tell you, it's a lot easier to do when you haven't welded the damn thing together already. Let's try it this way. Sit still. No, well, it's got her twist on there anyway. Yeah, close enough. Well, now that we got that twisted, we can finish this. I take our other short piece of material and turn it 90 degrees from the top piece. Weld her in there. couple of these weld spots with the flap disc, and then this needs to be tweaked where I screwed the whole thing up, and we'll be done with it. Get this first. There we go. Okay, this is the general idea. You take it, you put it on the ground, and you push it down up to about here where your twists are. And that gives you plenty of flat surface, so when you're dragging your foot across it this way or that way, it doesn't move. I would drive it in the ground, but it hadn't rained here for weeks, except today. It rained today, but apparently it only got the top 3/4 of an inch soft, so I'm not getting it in the ground, but you get the idea. You see how it works. Now this is the easiest way to make a boot scraper. Okay, this can be the easiest way to make a boot scraper if you put the twist in first, like you're supposed to when you first got the material hot. But attaching it, welding it, this is the quickest, easiest way to do one. And most of the ones that I make just to kind of have in stock, this is how I make them. I weld them up. It's quick and it's easy. There are a couple of other ways to make them, and I will eventually make videos about those. One of them is to rivet the pieces together. So of course this is a more forge work, and it's a little bit more intricate. And the other way would be to join them with mortise and tenon joints. And there's more to that. Now I've made those in the past, I'll probably make them in the future, but I don't just make them to keep on hand, because most people, you know, 35 bucks is about where they want to be at on a price point, and it's hard to get all that other work done for that amount of money. So there's more than one way to make a boot scraper. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this, hope you got something out of this, and y'all behave yourselves.